A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, welcome, Bethany Hall, to Ukulele Army. Thank you so much for joining us and for picking that hilarious song.
Best song in the world.
So Bethany, what made you, when I asked you if you wanted to do a song, you immediately were like, oh yeah, I want to do this one.
Yeah.
So why this song, and why did you just know?
I'm not gonna lie. I've been planning this for a while.
That's amazing. I wish everyone would do that. So many people are like, oh, I don't know.
This song is my favorite. I'm not saying it's the best song in the world.
It's like a pretty lousy song. It's a pretty
Terrible
lousy
song.
song.
It's a bad song.
Yeah.
But surprisingly fun to play. Oh, I should get this part out of the way. Hi, ukulele people.
Hi.
So we had to change the key a little bit because it was in A. It was in A, and I didn't want to play.
G.
I didn't want to play a B minor because that was annoying me. So switched it to G. Voila! Check this shit out. G, A minor, C. Back to G. Whole song done. Okay. And okay, back to that. Okay, so you were planning this for a while. That's wonderful to know.
Yes, because this song is really special to me. Because when I was a freshman and sophomore in college, my best friend Jessie Glasgow and I used to have bad days, and we would drive around in a truck, and we would both take off our shirts and our bras, and we would sing this song out at people. And so we'd be like, and I said, hey, yay! We would just flash everyone we drove by until we felt better.
Can you get arrested for that?
Women are allowed to be topless.
Not with these
Women
tits.
Especially high school tits you don't get arrested for.
College tits.
College tits.
No one gets arrested for college
I think
tits.
people
They
pay
were over
premium
18.
for those, actually.
Yeah.
Those tits were
There's a website about that.
Those tits were 18 plus.
That's amazing. So this actually brings up something that I really want to talk about with you, which is that I feel like your image on the show is that you're very sweet. Like, I feel like there's always this halo over your head.
Mm-hmm.
But that is not, knowing you, that is like not how you are. You're very sweet in that you volunteer for Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
Yeah.
Bethany's, I'm not saying she's not, because she's a very kind, very compassionate person, but like you're kind of like a crazy girl. Like you're wild, whatever. I feel like I sound like a grandmother. You're so wild, Bethany. I can't find the words for it, but you know what I'm saying. Like you're not as innocent as people on the show would like you to be. Not sheltered. That's a good way to phrase it.
Okay, my favorite verse says like be wise as a serpent and innocent as a dove. And that's kind of how I try and live my life.
Where's that lava lamp? Say it again. You have to hold the lava lamp. Oh no, Keith. This lava lamp only works for Keith.
It's really
found out.
hot.
It is hot. The bottom's
Be
hot.
wise as a serpent and as innocent as a dove.
Do it, people.
So,
okay.
My goal is, ow.
Yeah, the bottom's hot. It's lava.
It's lava. Keith, how long have you had this?
Since second grade.
Since second grade.
So 20 years or something.
I'm applauding your lava lamp.
Thank you.
I think it deserves a little applause.
So, well, all that to say, and this makes me sound much deeper than I am, but like I do have like this curiosity. I want to know everything that there is, and then I think I inherently like believe that there's the best in everyone, and like that I like trust people. And Keith's yawning.
No, I'm related. Bring up a party. Where's the serpent?
I like want to party. I want to party. I want to go out. Like I find drugs really interesting. Like, but I also want to be innocent.
But don't you feel like most people that watch the show would be like, Bethany was topless and flashing everyone while singing the song? Where it's, to me, I'm like, yeah, she was. Yes, Bethany was doing that. Duh.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But and also I feel like the show, it's constantly like putting itself in situations that like I'm okay with myself being in an uncomfortable situation. I'm not okay with like the fans being uncomfortable. I'm not okay with the other cast members hurting themselves. And so I feel like I have pigeonholed myself because I want to make sure that everyone's okay before it's time to party, you know?
No, but that makes sense. That you're concerned for other people's well-being, but not so much for your own.
Yeah.
Because Ray Bethany is a girl that broke her collarbone while sledding, like extreme sledding.
Extreme sledding.
The way I hear it, you like flip the thing all the way around and landed on your head.
Yeah,
right?
I landed on my head instead of back on the tube.
But I don't think it's just you pigeonholing yourself. Because I've noticed that people on the show, if you say anything that goes against that Sweet Bethany thing, people like
No one
gloss
hears
over it. We were talking about, you know what I'm going to talk about.
No, wait.
The episode where you talked about how when you have a yeast infection, you put garlic up your cooter.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone was just like, la 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 la. Like, no one even responded. And I'm over there behind my kazoo like, what the fuck? Like, we're not going to talk about this? We're going to have a whole episode where we talk about dicks behind a dick skirt.
Right.
But we're not going to talk about the fact that you put garlic up your cooter.
See, no one hears it. I have two things to say about that. One, if you have a yeast infection, put garlic in your hole because it makes it go away. That's
You
first.
heard it here, people.
Second, science.
And she wouldn't steer you wrong because she's concerned about your well-being.
Got you. I got your
And
back.
it's organic.
And it's organic
Good for you.
garlic.
Which banana man
I
can
approve.
totally stand
Seal
behind.
of
Yeah.
approval.
It's just and it
Keeps away the
feels.
bad
Don't
vibes.
remember, exactly.
It
That's
feels-
Twilight
The
stuff.
garlic feels good. I'm just telling you, ladies.
Like a
How?
tingly
It's like a
sensation.
nice tingle.
How long do you have to
should do it
keep
when
it
you
on?
don't have a yeast
And then you
infection.
burp, and then you burp garlic, and then you're like, oh, my body's all connected.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, that's a great big system of
like
tubing.
Do you put mint in your vagina just for good breath? Try that out.
I want somebody to try this.
Leave a comment.
And leave a comment and report back.
I will try this tonight. We have mint in the kitchen.
Yeah, you do.
Guess I know what's eating that. Secondly, just what Jonnie said, my whole life, if I've been like, and I find it a little frustrating, although I've like learned to write and whatever, but like, even when I'm having like a bad day or I say something negative or I say like I'm upset about something, people don't hear it.
Yeah.
And when I was like in junior high, I used to wear like army pants and a leotard. That was my way of like rebelling when this song came out. And still everyone would just be like, "You're so adorable, you're so sweet, watch my kids."
That almost makes you more adorable though, to be like the sweet girl that's like, I'm gonna wear a leotard and what is it, camouflage pants,
Army
and that's
pants.
gonna make it more different. No, it is. It's as if the whole world like views you constantly like through a heart. Right?
And I like
That's
it.
not
I'm not gonna
terrible.
lie, I
Yeah.
think it's great.
It's pretty great.
Thanks.
All right, so this song, you liked this song when you were younger, or at least had a good time to it.
I have so many good memories of this song. Just with being in a truck in Nebraska with Jesse and just like watching people's faces as we went by, like tits out, tears down. Like
No, wait, you're in a position to give us some insight, Bananaman. I feel like I'm asking your alter ego a question while you're in the Bananaman
Oh,
costume.
no.
It's confusing me.
They're similar.
Bananaman, can I ask you a question for Keith Haskell?
Sure.
So what is the, aside from things that you just like can't share with the public, like what do you think is like the craziest thing you've seen her do? Like is there something that comes to mind?
This isn't crazy, but it's fun. There was this time at Union Hall where it was like a dance party and Bethany just started, she like flaps her legs as like this dance move.
Yeah. We know that dance move.
Dudes, I think you might have been there also.
Yeah.
All these dudes were just like, I'm just watching. I have a photo of it. It's on my Instagram. But these dudes are just like,
and we're all dripping in sweat.
yeah.
You had like a mini dance battle with these guys. Did that inspire the Subway video? You guys did a Subway
Maybe.
video.
She's an amazing dancer. She's not afraid to bust it out. Dance moves. There's also Bethany once went sliding down a cellar door, like basically when a restaurant's loading their food in, they'll put this like little slide down and just throw a box of the food down.
Oh, from the sidewalk down into
the
storage space. Okay,
Those
not
things
city
that,
people
those
might not know
things
that.
that open,
Yeah.
Right. So Bethany went sliding down and got splinters all up her hand.
It was really fun though. They just put a slide out in the middle of the city. You had to use it.
But wait, and you didn't, it wasn't
No,
like
I
you
just
knew
went
the
down
people
and-
that owned
No, I
this
just
establishment.
I went into a restaurant's basement and there were a couple of guys there. I slid down and I was like, hey.
Now, what happens at the end? Does it like just go straight down?
Yeah, it
and you
goes
land on
all the way
concrete? There's
right
no
to
like
the
happy slide ending?
No.
Yeah.
And you don't get a sucker at the end either.
You get splinters all over
You
your
get
hands.
splinters, no lollipops.
Oh my god. Okay, so wait, I want to ask you more music stuff. So, okay, who's been your favorite band that's been on the Chris Gethard show? Do you have one? Favorite act?
I do. I've liked a lot of the bands.
Yeah, we have
Like,
fucking awesome bands.
We have great bands. My absolute favorite was Crazy in the Brains.
Oh, right.
In fact, I listen to Crazy in the Brains on a semi-daily basis.
Yeah.
I like go to work and I get pumped up and I'm afraid that I'm like that person who needs to turn on their music.
Oh.
So then I put on a podcast, but then I turn back on Crazy in the Brains.
Because Crazy in the Brains would sound particularly fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like through somebody else's headphones, you'd be like, it's like, dang, 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 dang. You'd be like, what is that person listening to?
It makes me so happy. And then I listen to Saturday Night Fever's soundtrack.
But the fact that people see you as this like very sweet cartoony character, no, it doesn't make sense at all when you're on the subway listening to the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack.
I don't want to, okay, also though, I don't want to be deceiving. It's not like I do have good intentions, and I think that's like why I am pigeonholed.
Yeah. That's what people are
I don't want
picking
people
up
to think like that I'm suddenly an asshole. They've been misled.
I think the other part of it, though, is you're the voice of reason amongst all this chaos, so you're gonna get pigeonholed as, you know, being good and right, while everyone else is getting kicked in the face and whatever else is happening on the show.
Right, you're part of the chaos. Like, you're in the environment of chaos. You like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone else is more bonkers. Not even more, but you kind of are just pigeonholed.
Well,
But in a different scenario, you would be doing everything crazy that everyone else is doing.
I think about that too. If it was like, and I don't want this, but if it was among my friends,
Yeah.
I am like, whoa, Bethany's so. If it was like the Bethany Hall show, I would be the one that was like doing
the stupid shit.
Mhm.
Right. And Bethany, like, fun is it's like a little bit getting into that side of
Right.
your personality,
Yeah.
right? Where you'll just kind of try anything.
Right.
And you're like hula hooping on the street and you don't give a shit. And
Right.
no, wait, you were gonna do, am I allowed to ask you about this?
Sure.
You were gonna do one where you were gonna fly a plane.
I just
Is that-
sent an email about it
Did
today.
is that gonna happen?
I think it's gonna happen April 4th.
Motherfuckers, Bethany Hall is gonna fly a plane on a Bethany Loves Fun. It's like incredibly exciting.
Exclusive scoop for
Are
the
you
Ukulele
gonna
Army.
Are you gonna be in?
I'll
Is
be
that
filming
okay
it.
that I spoiled that?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna be on the plane?
I think so, right? I'll be filming it from the back seat.
I'm gonna have like a GoPro.
Well, a GoPro, helmet cams.
Oh my god.
Do it right.
It's gonna be
Oh, that's
fun.
amazing.
So cool.
It's gonna be really fun. I can't believe this guy Jonathan Whaley. I was like, does anyone want to teach me anything fun? And he's like, well, I don't know if you're interested, but I could teach you how to fly a plane.
Oh, and he's someone who watches the show, right?
Yeah.
He's a fan of this amazing, right? Fan of the show. Just came out of the woodwork and was like, hey, I'll teach you how to fly a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally cool.
I'm really excited.
All right, I had another thing I wanted to ask you.
So cool.
No, I'm blanking. Johnny, do you have any questions for Bethany?
Now, off the top of my head.
Johnny, what's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Johnny's gonna get his own episode, but while we're on the topic, yes.
Boy, I don't know. I think I have a little bit of that same thing where I'm like the voice of reason like Bethany, and then there'll be a little bit of a surprising side. I tend to get really close to having getting into fights, especially late at night. That's something that
When you've been
happens.
drinking.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Johnny has like a hilarious side of him that comes out when he's been drinking that I've only seen a couple times.
Like, I don't know what it is. It'll be late in the night. I'll just sit there and I'll kind of pester somebody a little bit too far, and then we'll get to the point where people are like, that guy's gonna hit you in the face. I was like, all right, I'll back off and be like, hey man, how you doing? We cool? Let me just buy you a beer. Like, that has happened a lot of times in my life where I have never gotten into a fight that way, but it's been mercurially close.
Note to all the viewers, if you want a free drink, just annoy Johnny Wall a little too much and he'll buy you a
just
drink.
let me annoy you for a while, because that'll happen.
Noted.
This is delightful. I could talk like this all night. I'm realizing that we're taping it and we're not supposed to just keep talking and talking. Bethany Hall, final comments.
I think that everyone should try a little bit harder to be outgoing and try new things.
Be outgoing, try new things, have your own blah blah loves fun.
Love is fun.
Listen to Bethany's Talking TCGS, right?
Sure.
Listen to it, because maybe it was a thing where, like, for some reason it didn't, I don't think it got hyped the week it came out. So if you didn't know that Bethany did a Talking TCGS, she fucking did one, and it's cool, it's really interesting, so listen to it.
Thanks, Hallie.
Yeah, and that's it.
I don't like my last comments. Also,
Wait, you don't like what?
my closing comment.
On this?
Yeah.
So maybe just one final chorus of what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, yeah!